everyone, it's Sleepy Cat. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how I draw the female face in different angles. I am a visual learner, so personally I learn more and retain more information when I am just observing other artists do their work. And so I'm hoping that with today's video that some of you who are just starting out will be able to at least learn something from observation from how I am able to draw the female head. But if you haven't already, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell and you will be notified when I upload new videos. And also don't forget to follow me on my Instagram at Sleepy Cat Creations, where you can see more of my work. So without further ado, let's get... That's really corny. Let's get started. First and foremost, I want to emphasize that I am in no means an expert when it comes to accurately drawing human anatomy. I'm still learning and growing as an artist, so these tips are all based on my current knowledge from observation, studying, from practice, and also from trial and error. So I hope that my tips today will help you, even if just a little bit, with improving on how to draw faces. First tip, which is really important in my opinion, is that no matter what you are drawing all across the board, it is incredibly important to use real life references. It is so important to understand how things work in real life in order to break them down and to translate them into a 2D image. The more you understand the fundamentals in the natural structure of the objects and subjects that you are trying to draw, then over time you will have more leeway and freedom and confidence to be able to break the rules, like exaggerating certain features on your characters and designs based on your own personal stylistic choices. Moving on to tip number 2. To make it easier and less overwhelming when drawing a face, break it down into simple shapes. So for me, for example, you can see that for the portion of the skull, which encases the brain, your noggin, I use a circle and a sphere. I mean, that's pretty standard. Everybody does that. And then for the bottom part of the face, where the jaw and mouth are, I draw kind of an upside down triangular shape, sort of, kinda. Then when drawing the eyes, maybe for you, the shape would be like an almond shape or like an oval shape, like an egg, depending on the, eye shape that you're going for. And then for the nose, I do this kind of weird, like upside down-ish, like fat diamond thing. I just want to give the illusion that a bulbousy, like, nose is going to be placed there at the bottom portion of the circle. Anyway, I hope you get my drift here. I don't think I explained it too well. I hope you understood the purpose there. Also, I think it's still really essential to use guidelines when drawing the face to maintain the symmetry of your subject's features. But personally, I don't use too many lines because too many lines start to confuse me on where to place things. So that's why I like to break down the general shapes of the face with like shapes. If you feel like you need more guidelines to help you align other features on the face, by all means do what works best for you. But a great tip for me, if lines are a bit too overwhelming for you, is to try to understand and break down the structures of the face based on geometric shapes. Moving on to tip number 3. Do not focus on one eye at a time, like adding all of the details on the right eye and moving on to the left eye. Drawing the eyes symmetrically is an absolute pain in the ass. I still struggle to draw eyes completely symmetrical with pen and paper, and as you can see for this demonstration, I did draw digitally, so I was able to cheat with the copy and paste tool. But if you are drawing traditionally, the best way to make sure that your character's eyes are at least somewhat symmetrical is to draw both eyes at the same time. Don't focus on drawing one eye at a time, you know, adding all the details to the right eye and then moving on to the left, because if you do this, most certainly you're not going to be able to replicate the amazing detail that you put into the eye you drew before you move on to the next one. Draw both eyes at the same time. So that means if you are drawing the eyelid on the left side, draw the eyelid on the right side and vice versa. And don't focus on just completing one at a time. Do them at the same time. And you are sure to at least cast the illusion that the eyes are both leveled and even. And moving on to the last tip, tip number 4. It's kind of random. For the longest time, I've had the hardest time understanding where the ears go. I don't know why, but for a while my characters were looking really weird because either their ears were too high or too low on the face. So after studying, after much observation, you realize that the earlobe should be parallel to the nose. It might be helpful to you when drawing a face to create a horizontal guideline where the nose is, and then make sure when you're drawing the ears to connect the earlobe where that guideline is. Always make sure that the earlobe is symmetrical or at the level of where the nose is. Symmetry, y'all. I figured it out. So those are all of the tips that I can think of at this point in time. In the near future, I will definitely follow up with this topic and provide you with an in-depth, real-time tutorial on how to draw a face. But for the time being, this is just a quick demonstration. Please stay tuned for my next update. Well, that concludes the demonstration for today. Again, it wasn't meant to be a tutorial because I'm not really good explaining things, but I guess as the saying goes, you learn more by teaching. But I hope that you were able to at least get something out of watching how I do things from my perspective when it comes to drawing the female head. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to share and also like, comment, and subscribe. And also hit the notification bell if you haven't already. It would be really appreciated if, you could subscribe to my channel. I promise I'll upload more in the future because 2021 is gonna be my year, okay? Follow me on my Instagram as well at Sleepy Cat Creations, where I'll also, what's with the lighting? No, what are you doing? You're pressing buttons, stop it! Nee. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram as well at Sleepy Cat Creations, where you'll get more updates. In the meantime, I hope you guys are doing well and staying healthy in these crazy times. I know it's been rough for a lot of people out there, so I just want everyone to be mindful of, your health and don't take every day for granted. And with that being said, everyone have a happy belated New Year, and I will see you next time. Bye.